Alright. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Late Night Rant. In tonight's episode I would like to talk about the best piece of equipment in my studio. And it's not an Elektron. Let's get right into it. So, what is the best piece of hardware in my studio? It is hands down iConnect Midi 4+ from iConnectivity. Let me explain why. Whenever I buy gear, I always have certain expectations and an idea of how I'm going to integrate this into my setup and into my workflow. I always do a lot of research. I watch tutorials, watch demos, and I would like to know as much as possible. But even with all this research, I usually find out that there's a limitation that I didn't think of before I got it. There's always some hidden functionality that I just didn't know. But with iConnect Midi, I bought it and it does exactly what I wanted it to do, and it does everything. I don't have any other MIDI manager in my setup. That's all I need right now. It's just amazing. So let me just walk you through how it's all connected and how this all works through iConnect Midi. So first of all, it serves as a merger. I like using keyboards and I also have a little drum pad, but sometimes I also need to synchronize my Octatrack with Ableton. And also, I want to use the controller with the Octatrack. And I can do all this with iConnect Midi. So it takes all the signals and just sends them right into the Octatrack. Then it also serves as a splitter. I have two devices right now that don't have MIDI through, and it's the Volca and it's the MS-20. So basically the signal from my Moog, which is the last one in my through chain, goes right into the iConnect Midi and is being sent to the Volca and to the MS-20. It's also sending those signals into my iPad. It's set up to channel 13. So I can actually sequence my iPad or any app on the iPad that has MIDI from the Octatrack, which is super cool. And then the coolest thing is that I can also edit Korg Volca FM from the iPad. I just go to my Patchbase app in here, select Volca FM, and so I have a bass. Let me just so I can send presets or just edit whatever I want using the editor. Actually, it's really difficult to even trace all the connections because the Octatrack is sending MIDI to the iPad and the iPad is sending MIDI to the Volca, but the Octatrack is also sending MIDI into the Volca. So this is very complex, and I could do it all very, very easily using the iConnect Midi. It can also process audio from the iPad, but I don't use that because it needs a computer for that, and I hardly ever have my computer plugged in. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this episode of Late Night Rant. If you have any questions about the iConnect Midi, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Make sure to subscribe for more tutorials and more jams. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night and take care.